the only thing that like really irritates me anymore on the internet is when people try to pretend that Iceland is a real place. Like
I find it for
like I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, sort of, kinda. I mean, it's there. It did a thing. But you'll get people who, well, Iceland, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, you do understand that, Iceland has half the population of Snohomish County.
Isn't it? Yeah, okay, because they have the actual app to make sure you're not fucking around.
Yeah.
Well, Iceland,
But if you grew up in
did this,
or
Iceland does that. I'm like,
That's true.
Right?
She raises a great point of, like, if you grew up in Snohomish County, you probably need the same app to make sure you're not fucking present.
They'll talk about, well, Iceland, nationalized its banks. And it's like, well, wait, first of all, you said banks.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they nationalized their bank.
Yeah.
The one.
With all 7 branches.
Okay.
That
Of all, the whole...
There's more branches of BCU.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're starting to understand why I get annoyed when people pretend like Iceland's a real place.
There are more people that go and tour Iceland than there are residents.
Absolutely. By about 7 times. At any given point,
Does that make it any less real when
that
many people believe in it versus
I
believed in Santa at one point in my life
because no one ever goes to Darrington.
Right, but
is Darrington real? Because
would you meme national policies based on a ruling from the City Council of Darrington?
Right, so I think that maybe
so
it's
let's
less real.
not talk about Iceland like it's a real fucking country.
Much like Darrington, you don't
less real because it doesn't require anything.
Yeah,
much like Darrington, you don't believe it exists, but somehow you still end up there.
I don't.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because I've had guys hit on me.
Yeah, but flying to Iceland is really cheap. SeaTac to Reykjavik. Yeah, that's cheapest
also,
way
they
to
have
get
really
to
nice hot springs.
Also,
volcanic activity.
They buy a lot of airplanes.
Right.
Also, don't hit on women by describing how you kill cats.
Yeah. No, I don't know. There are tons of things that drive me nuts when people are like, oh well, Iceland did this. I'm like, there's 7 people. 7. Like that's it.
Isn't Iceland the place where like all the Vikings were like, yeah, those guys are fucking crazy. Let's just go shove them on their own island.
Sort of. Yeah. Mostly. More or less. Yeah. So,
like you got the religious people, like then you got like the guys who are like,
enough for that.
What?
I feel like 7 isn't enough for that.
Yeah, basically most of the original...
It's Bjork and 6 other people.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. But like, I get, people will say shit like, the other one is when they start talking about like Sweden's recycling program and how amazing it is that they recycle like everything. That only really counts because Sweden redefined what recycling means. They burn everything.
guessing
literally everything gets shoved into incinerators for fuel. So yeah, they recycle it, but have shit air quality. Yeah. But not too bad because, it's also Sweden, so no one fucking lives there. Like, you live in Stockholm, you live in Gothenburg, or Gothenburg, or you live in Malmö, or you don't, and that's it. And then otherwise, like Norrland, that's Maja and a reindeer. That's it. There's fucking no one else there.
And most people live in Stockholm and just like kind of like, oh, this is really nice, and never leave.
Yeah, there are 6 people that live in New York.
That fucking joke.
Right? That wasn't.
I said they moved to Stockholm, and then they kind of lived there and realized, like, oh, it's actually pretty nice here. Never leave.
Yeah,
I got it too.
Got it.
Yeah, you gotta like fall in. There are 6 people, and 5 of them are reindeer.
That's actually the problem. So you're competing.
Yeah, there's
you're competing.
So yeah, there's
reindeer.
not. But yeah, they have a
How dare I?
super recycle. No, they don't recycle fuck all of anything. It all gets sorted out, then loaded into trucks, then everything gets driven to the exact same place.
Just Oslo.
And then they just fucking burn it all.
Oh, it's like a
I
recycling. It
know.
works.
They outsource it to another country because they're not going to burn that shit in Sweden.
We have separate containers at work, but only one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You sort it all out just so that you can throw it in the same fire at the end of the day.
Exactly. It's like
it's true.
It's ludicrous. Then you have this great recycle. No, they don't. No, they just burn everything. That's what they actually do.
See what
That's
you're
what
doing.
my dad does.
And now it's talking about non-American mumbo jumbo, so it doesn't exist in my brain. I haven't even heard any of this shit. I have no idea what you're talking about until you said it.
No, I've seen that before where people are like, oh, why can't America have the recycling programs that Sweden does?
Yeah, but every American does. Why can't every other country do what like
Sure.
another country?
Right.
We're America. We're falling apart. We don't know why.
But we do know why.
Like there's
I feel that on a personal
like we
level,
didn't actually
though.
finish. None of us actually finished school because we're Americans.
Yeah. It's falling apart because
speak for yourself.
Racism,
Yeah, I mean, I finished school, but
no, that's not capitalism.
sitting at the same fucking
Capitalism is fucking glorious, and it is the one and only efficient, actually functioning system of economic power. Every time you say socialism, please name a single socialist country that works.
Scandinavian countries.
They're not socialists. They're
Okay.
capitalists.
There you go. Answer that question. Because every time I hear that,
Having
every time I hear
high
that
social
argument,
programs does not make it a state-managed economy.
just because you have,
Okay, there.
Like, when you say socialism, that means a state-managed economy.
you can have capitalism and still have socialist
programs.
programs.
Capitalism, what we're dealing with is not inherently capitalism anymore. We're dealing with a fucked up neo-feudalism where we've replaced our barons with corporate CEOs. And now you instead of being a serf on a farm, you're just a number on a corporate ledger, and that's a whole different fuckery.
Wow, you just got too real.
Sorry.
Yeah, I know. I'm literally a number.
Yeah.
I have it memorized. So I have to because that is my number that I have forever.
What's that number again, Lucy?
But that's the
I'm not going to defend you.
When that's part of the challenge is like people want to like go, oh, capitalism's evil, and it's like, well, it's not evil, it's not good, it's just capitalism. It literally doesn't care one way or the other. Okay, and then you have this clusterfuck of post-Keynesian capitalism where the rentier was, incorporated into the capitalist, which is not the way capitalism is supposed to work. And then once you do that, you have this clusterfuck, and then we have zero regulation, which any reasonable human can look at laissez-faire and say, fuck off, that ain't gonna work, But supplanting that and saying, well, socialism is the way to go. Well, except for that has literally never worked, ever. It just doesn't. Even China has realized that socialism doesn't work, so now they are mostly capitalist, except for the party said that capitalism is communism, so it's still communist. Because the party said so. Anything that China decides to do is communist because they said so. Because they just changed the definition of what communism means. So
Isn't that how communism works?
that's fundamentally a state-managed economy. Like it's not. It doesn't work. Like having the state, or government regulation. Absolutely. I think it's necessary, it's vital. Capitalism in and of itself doesn't object to taxes. Taxes are just, no one opposes taxation. That's fine. That's completely separate from a capitalist philosophy. Capitalism just simply says, I get to charge what I'd like for my product. That's the end of it. That's the end of capitalism. if you throw other shit at it, okay, that's fine. Taxation, fine. Capitalist doesn't, oppose wages because the capitalist ideal is to secure prosperity for the company. The company is made up of employees. Securing prosperity for the employees is perfectly capitalist. That's fine. Paying taxes, totally fine. That all falls within a capitalist ideology. When prosperity is no longer fundamentally a concept for the company, when the company now develops to maximize profit, develop an exit strategy, and then cease to exist, that's not really capitalism. That's mercantilism or fucking just outright piracy. Once you start getting into mercenary capitalism, then it gets fucking kooky. But
I have no idea what you're talking about.
All right, sorry.
Yeah, no, I was on board until you tore away from capitalism. Like, okay, no, that's all.
Yeah, no, like
And
I have to like.
I remember
I routinely defend capitalism because I'm a diehard leftist, and then but in modern America, left and right no longer mean what they used to mean.
Yeah, you're not allowed to be a leftist and believe in capitalism in the modern era.
Yeah. Right, but that's where the term originates.
Yeah.
Is to those who sat to the left of Louis XIV's throne were the capitalists. Those who sat to the right were the royalists.
See, I remember in government
that's
class.
where left and right starts. Is at what led up to the French Revolution.
See, you would have loved my world history teacher. However, the liberal versus conservative I learned from my American history teacher, which is different than the world history.
Sure, and
And I liked that teacher too, but he wasn't out getting people killed just for the sake of teaching students.
And yeah, I'm not suggesting to answer your question about things change. Obviously, I'm not inherently a descriptivist, but you
I don't know what the word means, but I feel like if I looked it up, you might be the face right there.
prescriptivist. But
below that is, if you don't understand sea noodle.
Arguing that that the definition of a word never changes. It means what it means, and that's it. Period. Amen. Right? That you can't use a word.
Okay, so no one at the table is arguing that,
Yeah,
right?
right.
Okay, just
Yeah,
making sure we're on the same page.
But to have any sort of a meaningful dialogue, everyone has to at least agree on what something means.
Yeah.
The problem that I'm suggesting is that left and right no longer really have any sort of meaning.
No, but now they can blame the previous. Right can blame the previous left, and
right.
it's really not accurate.
Now if I say I'm on the right, everything I disagree with is automatically on the left. If I'm on the left, anything I disagree with is automatically on the right.
So I'm trying to explain to my dad how the majority of the people I know.
What? That's not.
I'm trying to explain to my dad the majority of people I know in my age group and younger have 90% on this side and 10% on that side, and do the other way around. But I don't know anyone who fully agrees with either side.
You good?
Well,
snorting things is
mutation can be, or evolution can be spontaneous. So occasionally I have to just find out if I, do I have gills? I do not. I still cannot breathe coffee.
You should go for Jaeger, but I guess you switch to
every
coffee.
once in a while I just gotta double check.
Yeah, that's the.
I could be an X-Men. You don't know.
Okay,
you're right. How do you know until you try it?
I feel like one of us
I'm
has to
pretty
get
sure
there
you're well
first.
past puberty, though.
Yeah.
Until you find out if you're an X-Men.
But
You don't know.
One that took
Could be long-lived.
in his 40s.
Was there? I thought it was puberty. I thought that was the whole
It
thing.
doesn't matter. You don't. Puberty is probably part of the whole age range, and maybe he's just going to live to be 1,000. Puberty might
Maybe
not
the
last
definition
forever.
of puberty changes.
There you go.
For all we
Yeah.
know, he's actually
No,
immortal. I have to confirm otherwise because this dude keeps breaking himself and he keeps functioning.
That's true.
Yeah, immortal and invulnerable are very
I said
different
immortal.
things. Yeah.
You've done some things that should have killed you.
Hey,
but
I
you're still
have
alive.
no empirical evidence that I can die.